Good morning, dear students. Again, after a long gap, mainly because of the COVID pandemic, now I am standing in front of you to explain our halfway stopped practicals. And because of the special circumstances now exist, we can learn all the practicals, all the remaining practicals only virtually. Virtually means with the help of WhatsApp or YouTube. I will send you the link for all those videos through your WhatsApp. Okay, today I am starting with urine analysis. Urine analysis, that video actually we have taken some years back. And the person who is performing that practical in that video is Mrs. Chinchu. And she was a teacher of our department at those time. And now she is working as assistant professor in St. Stephen's College, Pathanabura. As we showed that video many years back, its quality is very poor, and also so many problem with its voice. And so I removed its actual voice, and I substitute with my voice, and I'm explaining along with the that course of video. So you need to adjust with that. Okay. Urine analysis. Urine analysis, for this, you will be provided unknown samples. Unknown sample means you're asked by the examiners to analyze the presence of either protein or glucose in the samples provided to you. So you have to analyze and to found that whether glucose or protein is present in the samples provided to you. For finding the presence of either of these things, you have to perform two-step test. First is preliminary and the second is called confirmatory. For analyzing glucose and protein, for each case you have to perform these tests, preliminary and confirmatory. Preliminary for glucose analysis is different from preliminary for protein analysis. Protein is otherwise we are from the protein, for analyzing the protein, we are taking the case of albumin. So don't get confused. In the video, it is telling we are going to analyze the presence of albumin. So don't think that teacher told that we are going to analyze the presence of protein. Why it is telling this going to analyze the presence of albumin? Albumin is the protein itself. So basically, we are going to analyze the presence of glucose and protein. Okay, we can go and see the video. We are going to perform the analysis of urine. Here provided three samples. One is glucose, other is protein, and the last is a blank solution. First, we have to test the presence of glucose. For that, a preliminary test and a confirmatory test have to be done. First, the preliminary test. The test is Benedict test. And the expecting observation is that a blue color is at first, then it is changed to green, then yellow, orange, finally the red color. Take 5 ml of Benedict solution in a test tube. Then add 5 or 6 drops of sample solution. Then boil the mixture. First, the color is changed to blue. Then it is changed to green. Then it is changed to yellow. The color is going to be yellow. Yellow. Then it will be red soon. The expected observation we get red color. Here the sample solution contains glucose. Then we have to confirm the presence of glucose. For that the confirmatory test have to be done. The test is Fehling solution test. For that equal amount of Fehling solution 1 and 2 are taken in a test tube. It is Fehling solution 1. It is Fehling solution 2. They add in equal amount of water. Solution in it. Then boil the mixture. The color is appearing. Here, what is the end point?
Red color.
Red color. Now it is only green. It will be red soon. It's going to be red. Yeah, yes, the final end point. We get red color. So the presence of glucose in the sample is confirmed. Yes, from this we can confirm the presence of glucose in the sample. Okay, the glucose test is completed. Next, we have to find the presence of albumin in the sample solution. For that, a preliminary test and a confirmatory test have to be done. The preliminary test is biuret test and the expecting observation is a purple color. Take 3 ml of sample solution in a test tube. To this we have to add NaOH. Then add a few drops of 1% copper sulfate solution to this. Yeah, now we get the purple color. That is the expected inference for this. Thus, we can confirm the presence of albumin in the given sample. And what gives this purple color? The presence of peptide bond in the albumin gives this purple color. Then, we have to confirm the presence of albumin. For that, Helles nitric acid test have to be done. And the expected observation is the appearance of a white ring at the junction between acid and albumin. Take 1 ml of nitric acid in a test tube. Using a dropper, then add few drops of sample to the side of the test tube into that nitric acid. Listen, add only to the side of the test tube. Otherwise, that ring will not be formed there. Okay. Yes, a white ring is appeared at the junction between the acid and albumin. And don't shake the test tube, otherwise that ring will disappear. Thus, we can confirm the presence of albumin in the sample. One important thing in this experiment is that if we if you perform preliminary test for glucose and if you didn't get the correct inference is the red color. If you didn't get that inference, then you don't need to proceed to its confirmatory test. Then instead what you want to do, you need to do the preliminary test for protein, because it's already proved that glucose is not present in that sample. So next we need to find, to analyze what's present, presence of protein. So we need to we need to do the test, preliminary test to analyze the presence of protein in that sample. And certainly you will get the result, because the presence of glucose is already proved that it is not present. Then after performing that preliminary test for protein and you found that it is present in that sample, then you need to do the confirmatory test for that protein. And along with that experiment, as you see in the record, there's a tabular column is there. The tabular column you need to write the preliminary test, this one, and this is the procedure, and the inference you didn't get the red color. So glucose is not present in the given sample. Then draw another tabular column and write the preliminary test for the protein and the procedure, and the inference is that the actual inference what it will be, it's purple color, we get the purple color. So it is present. Then going to confirmatory test is procedure. At the next column, inference that the ring, white ring is obtained, so can confirm the presence of protein. And separately as a sentence below that tabular column you should write result, in the given sample the presence of protein is confirmed. This much. Okay, with this we can finish this practical, that is urine analysis. Thank you.